we ended up doing some more driving around and looking at stuff, and we went to a temple, because that's what you do, is you go to temples.
Right.
And on our way back, by now we're in these RAV4s, right? Mm-hmm. And we pull out onto the road, and there's all these school kids, right, just marching down the street. And we're going, what, did school just let out? It's kind of the middle of the day. Mm-hmm. And it was, oh, no, they're demonstrating. And we start looking around, yeah, they've got signs and stuff, and they didn't look very happy. And then it seemed like there were more adults sort of joining them. And of course, our car has just now pulled out into the middle of all of this, right? And they're all around you. And you're starting to go, so this is a demonstration. We're in a small car that 2 children could roll over if they wanted to.
Right.
And are we safe here? He goes, we'll leave this area. Okay, great.
Are we safe?
Yeah.
We'll go somewhere else.
So
that's not what you want to hear.
So we navigated our way through the crowd, and fortunately people moved out of the way, and we ended up going back to the hotel.
This is in India, in Darjeeling,
This
right?
is in Darjeeling. So we're saying, so we started asking more questions about what's going on. And so apparently, back in the ancient kingdom days, there was the kingdom of Gorkha, right? Nepali, and then there was Sikkim. And Darjeeling was sort of a disputed territory that Sikkim owned, and then Nepal came in and took it with Gorkha. And so there was a show there called Indian Idol, which is like the American Idol version of, same.
Were these people protesting because their favorite contestant lost?
No.
Okay.
It's worse than that. So they had a local policeman who had entered and had won.
Okay.
And apparently some radio DJ somewhere had made some disparaging remark and said something to the effect of, oh, so I guess you'll have to protect yourselves because all the Gorkhas are now singing. All right.
Okay.
So since most of them are of Gorkha or Nepalese descent in that area, they really took offense to that. And so they decided to go out and demonstrate about it.
So they demonstrated against a radio DJ?
Yes.
I feel like radio DJs don't have that.
Well, they considered
sway.
They basically considered it sort of a racist comment. It was offensive to them as Gorkha.
Yeah, but I mean,
descendants.
I would say a lot of our TV personalities and radio hosts make disparaging comments fairly frequently in the United States, but people don't demonstrate about.
All I can say is,
like if Anderson Cooper, right? If Anderson Cooper, that guy doesn't make really disparaging comments, right? But if he made some racial disparaging comment, I don't think people would be protesting Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, well, apparently Indian Idol is a really big deal there.
So this was really important.
So it was important to them. And so we got back to the hotel, and it was, okay, we're not going out again. And this thing started spreading. And basically, most of Darjeeling got caught up in it, and we got pretty much locked down for the rest of the night. And the next day, we were going to drive out, and they said, okay, we're not taking the route that we were going to take. We're taking back roads. And back roads there are back roads. These were nasty, deep potholes.
I think there's a picture somewhere around that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. And they're just horrendous. And one of the guys who was in our
is that the super bad back road?
Yeah, so that's one of them, and I'll show you more.
I can see a road there.
I'll show you more later.
That's a washed out area, right?
Yeah, so they've built that all back up with stone, but
so this is a
but
normal
you can see
road,
basically there's room for one car to go by. You're not passing anybody on that portion.
Right.
But what you don't really see in this photo is that if you look to the right of the road and you see it drops off, if you go walk over there and look down, that might be 200 or 300 yards down. So if you roll off, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah.
There's no coming back.